guys, Andrew Piotrowski from Engearment.com, and tonight I'm out in my barn just unpacking from a weekend of paddling out in the Chesapeake Bay and some of the saltwater rivers on the eastern shore of Maryland. So on Saturday, I had the paddleboard out down the Wye River. Pretty rough conditions. I had a headwind with some like half-foot to foot-and-a-half waves to deal with and some boat wake. And then on Sunday, I did an open water paddle. It was about 8 miles across a big open water section of the Chesapeake Bay in a canoe. And in both days, I took any gear that I needed to keep dry in this bag from Mustang Survival. It's the 35-liter Greenwater deck bag, and it's designed to be completely watertight. And I absolutely tested that this weekend. So when I was out on the paddleboard, I had many waves come over the front of the board, and actually this was stowed in the front of the board on the gear rigs, and it basically had water that was coming well over the bag, to the point where water was actually sitting on top of the bag when it was sealed. I purposely put some towels and some dry items in here to see how watertight it would be, and even after just getting splashed on for 2.5 hours, and like with water standing on top of it, there's absolutely no water in the dry bag. It was completely dry. Then on Sunday, when we took the canoe out, I actually thought it'd be more of a mellow day on the canoe, and it ended up not being it. A yacht festival out on the bay brought about a lot of boat wake, and basically at one point we had almost a foot of water in the canoe. My partner was bailing water while I paddled, and during that time, this thing was right side up for a while, floating back and forth in the canoe. It was also upside down for quite a while, and at one point it got wedged under my seat, and I think it was almost completely submerged in water. And when I got to my destination, everything I had in here was completely dry. So this thing is totally bomber when it comes to waterproof. You know, for many years I've used roll top bags for dry bags, and I've never actually used one with a zipper, and I love it. I think one of the #1 things with this bag for me, outside of it just being completely waterproof, is that this zipper opens and you can easily get to anything inside the bag. It has this yellow background, which is a nice contrast in low light, so you can kind of see what's in the bag. And the zipper is like, really easy to zip. And once it's zipped, it completely, keeps it watertight. I did find myself having to open it a little bit and drain some of the air out of the bag just so it wasn't so bulky. But outside of that, I had 0 issues. I really enjoyed just how many handles Mustang put on this. So you have these front handles, you have these side handles on all 4 sides of the bag. Just makes it super convenient for carrying and for just stowing it with straps or bungees, whatever you use. There's also many different these little buckles that you can attach the bag to. So on the paddleboard, I stuck them into the deck rigging. But in the canoe, I just tied a rope to it, so in case I flipped or swamped the boat, it was at least close to me and wouldn't float away. I also like that it has this strap that you can remove, you can add it on to different hooks to make it your preference for carrying. Just super convenient for carrying things down to the dock or pulling things out of the boat. The same bag here, I just wanted to show an example. This is it loaded down pretty good with camping gear for like a weekend camping trip. So if I was to open this up, you can see I have all my gear in there. And just taking it out, I got 3-season sleeping bag, my tent, cookware, stove, pillow, sleeping pad, tent poles, forks, knives, just something to sit on, and just a small gear bag here. And that's basically like, 3/4 of the way full. I could have stuffed it with clothing, different things. So it holds a ton of gear, keeps it super dry, and overall it just feels super durable. So I would definitely go over to Mustang Survival and check it out.